First, we welcome England's most capped football player of all time. It's Peter Shilton. And after England's hearts were broken by a late defeat to Spain in last night's Euro final, the SNP's Westminster leader, Stephen Flynn, couldn't resist rubbing salt into the wounds. He posted this celebratory image from the Spanish dressing room on Twitter, clearly mocking the English just minutes after the full-time whistle sounded. Peter, thank you very much for coming on tonight. Is it wrong for an MP elected to Parliament, paid for all of us taxpayers, to mock the English like this?
In a word, yes. I mean, it's diabolical, really. There's always been a rivalry between England and Scotland and the fans, and a bit of ribbing, when things go wrong. And of course, we could say, well, Scotland got knocked out without winning a game in the Euros, and we've got to the final. But when you see a politician, doing this sort of thing, it really is in bad taste. I think the SNP, have got enough problems at the moment without trying to gain points on England's, loss in a final.
Yeah, I mean, we all pay his wages. It's not like it's only the people of Scotland that pay this guy's wages, is the thing. It's all of us. It's everyone in England. It's everyone in Wales and in Northern Ireland as well. And yet he just sees fit to kind of stick the knife in, really. And part of me just thinks, is it really appropriate to kind of openly hate England as much as a lot of the Scottish nationalists do? The other way round, it'd probably be seen as a bit racist.
Well, I said at the beginning, no, I don't think it's right for a politician to bring sport into the arena, especially in a Mickey-taking sense. I think it's in real bad taste. And I think, as I say, the SNP, I think, have got enough problems without, riling up all the English fans and the English public.
Well, they do. And I mean, actually, to be honest with you, if he doesn't support England, that's probably quite a good thing, because I think he did support Nicola Sturgeon, and we all know how that's going at the moment, don't we? And he did support Hamza Yusuf, and we all know how that's going. And in fact, I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the show. But now, the Culture Secretary, Lisa Nandy, has said that Labour's government must follow in the footsteps of England manager Gareth Southgate and unite the nation. We can have a little look and a listen to what she said.
Told an inclusive story about the country that we can be. At times, with the politics that we've had, it's felt very difficult for people to feel part of our national story, and it's firmly my intention that this government will be different, will be far more Gareth Southgate and far less Michael Gove. The era of division needs to end.
The analogy didn't really work there, because Michael Gove has never managed England, right? So, we'll leave that one to one side. But, Peter, I'm not sure what she really means by being more Gareth Southgate. Would that mean actually a load of people calling for them to lose their job and not getting the best out of the talent that we've got? I mean, what do you think?
It's a bit of a mystery just listening to it, to be fair, Patrick. I think, she's probably trying to sort of say we're going to be more tolerant and more loving, I suppose, in a way. I mean, Gareth has always been looked upon as like a father figure with the England players. He's very well respected. He doesn't shout and scream very much. I suppose you may feel that that's the way that the country's going to be run. But I don't quite understand it, to be fair.
No, and one thing that really wound me up, Peter, as well, I don't know how you feel about this, but, people stick flags up for everything at the moment, whether or not it's, Pride Month and all of that stuff. There's flags everywhere for all of that. We're allowed to have all of that everywhere, over government buildings, everything. England get to the final against Spain. I don't know, I was walking around London, you hardly see any flags. You see normal people with them. You see people walking around wearing England shirts and all that, that's fine, ordinary members of the public. But when it comes to our politicians and our political buildings and everything, they don't seem particularly concerned by it or like they want to do it. And when you were a player, does that have any impact on you at all, or do you just think, screw the lot of you, I'm just going to go out and play anyway?
I think that's what players do. They go out and do their best. They try and the ambition, I think, of every player is, at international level, is to win something for their country. To be held in higher esteem right the way, through their life, through doing well for the country. But when I think politicians start getting involved in success or whatever of a sporting team. Trying to jump on the bandwagon. I I think, you know, it's going too far, and you know, definitely, you know, I think that's the case at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Just one final one with you, Peter, if that's all right, which is, look, what should happen with Gareth Southgate, do you think? Do you think he should be allowed to, you know, carry on? Or, I mean, the rumours are that it might have been his last game. There certainly seemed to be, the pundits seemed to be saying it like it was a fait accompli last night, that was that. What do you reckon?
Well, I think Gareth has done a terrific job for England. You know, he's got us to finals. The way he's conducted himself has been, you know, terrific. You know, he's set a great example. The players love him. I think the FA would probably want him to stay on, but you know, as a manager, sometimes enough's enough. You know, the criticism, the knives that come out, you know, the pressure is a lot. And I think sometimes when you stand back, like Gareth has quite rightly said, and reflect on it, he may think, no, I'll give it another go. I want to win something. I know he was desperate to win this match. So we'll wait and see. But, you know, I think the players might want him to stay on, especially the young ones, because he's such a good manager for them.
So I was listening to Harry Kane last night, actually, and a couple of the others as well. I mean, they do seem genuinely adamant that they love him and everything. But, you know, I suppose it's just about getting us over the line, isn't it? But look, Peter, thank you very much. Great to have you on the show. As always, you take care, mate.
Okay, Patrick.
All the best, mate.